Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a while since a tutorial. So today we have in the house Liana Mystery. You ain't history, but she's Midnight's Mystery now because we're going to do a Halloween tutorial with you. And in India now I find that, do you go out to Halloween parties?
Rarely.
Rarely, right?
Yeah.
And even if you do, you tend to pretty it up, I think, because like most Indian women, we don't put an F because it's not culturally our thing. It's just something that we've, adopted from the West. So we don't go all out with our makeup and go trick-or-treating. So I think what I'm going to give you this week is something more wearable. It's still pushing the button, the envelope a little bit, but it's still wearable. So let's go and keep watching. Like any good look, the first thing you need is a good moisturizer. This is by Clinique. It's called Golden Glow, and I love it. It's a new product that I just found because it actually has a lovely minute golden shimmer in it. It's a lovely little tint, golden tint that the skin receives. I'm just going to blend that all over Liana's face. Now, because I'm using a lot of dark shadows on her face, I'm going to first finish the eyes and then do the foundation and concealer and so on and so forth. So to begin with the eyes, I'm going to use, this is by Inglot and it's called Duraline. It's got a little pump kind of thing here. I'm going to take that with my finger and rub that on Liana's eye, blending with my finger. This is an Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. It's got all of these lovely colors in it. I'm going in with this blue, which is called Moon Shadow. I'm going to pick this with a flat brush and layer that on the middle of her eyes like so, and blend softly towards the outside and the inside. Don't bother too much about cleanliness. All you want is to make sure that you cover the middle of the eye. Now this gel eyeliner by Maybelline is called Black. I'm going to take that with a rounded brush, pick a little bit of that product. Now you want to be very careful with this, don't overdo it. So I like to swatch a little bit on the back of my hand so I get rid of excess product. And I'm going to put that on the corner of her eye like there, blending outwards and pushing it up into the crease. I'm then going to take a clean rounded brush. So this is by PAC in the number 340. It's a copy of the MAC 217. I'm going to take, let's say, some of this brown, which is called Lost, and just blend that again inside the crease. So now that that's blended, I'm going in with another drop of Duraline, and we're going to use this repeatedly between each layer. First, I'm going to take that Duraline. Now I don't want to rub too much product off that I've already put on. So I'm going to just pat that on just once or twice in the middle and leave it there. Don't open your eyes. Pat that on. Now, I'm going to take this blue glitter by Kryolan. It's called Royal Blue. You can see how blue it is. So that's the blue pigment. I'm going to pick that glitter like so, drop the excess and pat that onto Liana's eyes right there, only on the middle. Don't bother about getting it all over the eyelid, just in the middle. I'm going to let that set for a bit. So now I'm going to go in with Colossal Kohl by Maybelline. This is in smoked silver. I'm going to line Liana's waterline, so I'm going to ask her to look up. Just put that on the inner corners of the eyes like so, from the inside to the out. Now if you prefer black, then use black, but Liana's got tiny eyes, so I don't want to close them up too much. Next, I'm going to take a flat brush like this, but it's very soft bristle, so it doesn't hurt the eyes. I'm going to pick, let's say, maybe this little deep, like a grayish purple. It's called Tornado. Buff that on the under eyes right there, close to the lash line. And I've picked a flat brush because I don't want it to be too thick. So really the point is to stay as close to the lash line as possible. Then I'm going to take some of this black eyeshadow called Blackout with that same brush that I'd use the gel with, and I'm going to just buff onto that black so I have it a little more intense, just on the outer triangle right there, a little bit into the crease. One more layer of glitter. This is again Duraline. I need one little drop of that. This time I'm not going to use my finger. I'm going in with a glitter by MAC. It's called Purplette. It's got purple and blue, different kind of glitters in them. I'm going to take that same shadow brush, the flat brush, pick some of the Duraline and then pick some glitter and just layer that onto the blue shadow. Just a few little pieces of glitter like that. And then with my Maybelline Colossal liner, this is my favorite felt tip liner, I'm going to just enhance the outer wing just a little bit. Alright, now for mascara, instead of going the normal black route, I found this one by Chanel. It's a limited edition. I just bought it a few days ago. It's called Jazzy Blue. Looks quite lovely. Let's see how it registers on black lashes. I'm going to just, oh, it's quite blue. Just quite lovely. It's got glitter in it. Now what I'm going to do is clean up her face. Now oftentimes when you work with glitters or shimmers, you'll find that a lot of it sort of falls, you have a lot of fallout in the cheeks. So we're going to go in with some Johnson's baby wipes and get rid of all of that. And this is why I do the foundation and the concealer last when I work with products like glitter. Okay, I'm done with this accent. Can't do it anymore. So I'm taking my wipe, I'm just going to clean out all of that fallout and come right back. Now that we've cleaned up Liana's face, I've got Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in the number 4, Natural, because she's quite light. She's a lovely Parsi Bowie girl. So we're going with a light foundation so as not to upset her mother. You can really use your fingers. I'm going to take a brush and buff that onto her face. This is quite a light foundation. It's quite beautiful. And it's got just the right amount of yellow in it, not too much, not too orange. This concealer is by Bobbi Brown again in the number 8, which is Peach. A little bit on the inner corners of the eyes right there. It's one shade darker than Liana's skin, but I don't mind that because she is pale. You can do with a little color. I'm going to take a small rounded brush. So I'm just going to blend that concealer right there on the under eyes. Take what I have left just on the bridge of the nose because she's got a little redness over there. Now to set that, I've got this really fat brush that I found again by PAC in the number 001. I use this for blusher a lot and I like using it for powder because it picks up enough product. I'm just going to dust that on the under eyes, around the nose, the upper lip, chin and the forehead. Now my trusty friend Laguna by NARS with a brush by Inglot. This is the 24SS brush. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. From the top of her ears, under the cheekbone, all the way onto half of the cheek. Right there. Now I'm going to ask Liana to smile and I'm going to move that brush along and under the cheek, the apple of the cheek right there. You see? So smile, Liana. So all the way like that and then under the cheek right there. So we've got like this little tick mark, like a Nike. And I'm going to go in with Casino. Now this is a rather dark color, so you might want to be very light-handed and go over this cheek right there just a couple times. But I'm also using a blusher by NARS called Gaiety. Now you look at how pink that is. It's almost bubblegummy. But I'm going to take some of this with that fat powder brush that I used earlier. Very little of it. Ask her to smile and right on the top of the cheek right there. Really bubblegummy pink, flush cheeks. Moving on to the brows. Now because the look is quite eye heavy and cheek heavy, I'm going to go very light on the brows. I'm going to take the classic Elnet hairspray. It's for 650 Indian rupees and a spoolie brush like this. I'm going to spray some hairspray on the spoolie brush and brush her eyebrows upwards and outwards. Now I love, see how I've given that little texture to the brows? It's not flat like that, which most people tend to do. I'm brushing it upwards so it looks fuller, more today and youthful. Now to finish off, I'm going to do 2 versions. One is a pretty, very wearable lip, and then I'm going to bump it up into something that's quite vampish. So we'll begin with Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a long-wearing lipstick called Unicorn. For all the unicorns out there, those of you who watch, Superwoman. Superwoman's fans are called Unicorn, right? They all go to the Unicorn Island and stuff. She creates this little... It's a lilac-y sort of pink. I'm just going to take it with my finger just to check the color. Yeah. I like it. So I'm going to ask Liana to smile like she's happy to see me and smack those lips. I'm also going to take a tissue paper, take off the excess from the insides. So after Unicorn, I'm going in with a gloss by Chanel in the number 185 and that's what it looks like. I'm going to use that gloss when she smiles right on the middle and ask her to smack her lips. Okay, so that is keeping it very pretty. Right, so now I've just taken off all of that pretty pink and I'm going to vamp it up now. I'm going to use Anastasia's blue lip color. It's called Paint. I love this. Rihanna wore this and made it famous. This blue, it's quite beautiful, especially on deeper skins. But because this is Halloween and I want to vamp it up a little bit, so I'm going to go in with this. Now with some makeup remover on a Q-tip, I'm going to just go over the outline a little bit and clean up. So with one final coat, and the final thing I'm going to do with this liquid luminizer by Bodyography is take this highlight, put it on the inner little dip on the nose bridge right there, blend with the finger, and a little bit on the tip of the nose. You could also, if you want to add extra dimension, put this right there on the cheekbone. And there we have it, our midnight mystery. So I don't know what else to call it. Midnight's mystery. Actually, you can just turn around and look at it. What do you think?
I love it.
Isn't it? That blue lip is strange, but it's so cool.
And the lashes.
And the blue lashes. Okay, so this is like Blue Lagoon. So what I've done is I've taken out some frizz from Liana's hair, made it straighter, given this sort of serious, more hard center parting. And I like the way this looks even better. So, yeah, now we're talking. I like the way that looks. So don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed watching us today. Share it with all your friends and family, especially this Halloween. Have a great, happy Halloween. And comment and tell us, even if you didn't like the video, that's fine too. I'd like to hear even that. And subscribe to the channel for more. So stay tuned and have a happy Halloween. From Liana and me signing out. Take care.